Blackpool Pleasure Beach for the press and meet launch of Icon.
From small beginnings come great things. From the fusion of metal and mind, precision is perfected. Something truly unique is coming, woven into the fabric of the earth. The UK's first double-launch roller coaster, Icon Dare to Ride. Opening 25th of May at Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Welcome, Director of Marketing at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Robert Owen.
Thank you very much for that very warm welcome. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Blackpool Pleasure Beach on what is really a historic day in the 122-year history that the Thompson family have operated an amusement park here in the South Beach area of Blackpool. Members of the press, media guests, industry colleagues and friends, we are thrilled that today we will unveil to you for the first time the biggest investment the Thompson family have ever made, ahead of the opening to the public this Friday, the 25th of May, in time for the Spring Bank holiday weekend. Now, planning for this ride, as many of you know, started 5 years ago, back in 2013. We knew then that we wanted a ride that would match our forefathers' vision behind the development of classic wooden coasters, such as the Big Dipper and the Grand National, for which Blackpool Pleasure Beach is so famous. A ride that would also match the boldness of when Geoffrey Thompson created what was the tallest, fastest roller coaster in the world in 1994, the big one. And a ride that would also contrast and complement the millions of pounds that Amanda and Nick Thompson and the family have recently invested in world-class family attractions, from Nickelodeon Land to Wallace and Gromit's Thrill-O-Matic ride and more. Amanda and Nick knew that this ride needed to be a game changer and give thrill seekers something truly unique and exciting. So, it's been quite a long journey. Take a look at the story of Icon so far. And now here we are 1 year later, and the ride is complete and we're ready to ride it. From the world's leading roller coaster engineers and designers at Mack Rides in Germany, this steel iconic structure has literally risen out of the ground over the winter months, twisting and interacting with existing rides in what really is an engineering masterpiece, as you will see. With a total track length of almost 1.2 kilometres, riders will accelerate from 0 to 80 kilometres an hour in a staggering 2.25 seconds, experiencing a maximum 4G and negative 1.2G during vertical acceleration. Constructed here in what we all know is already the world's most ride-intensive amusement park, Icon has 15 interactions with other rides and is the UK's first ever double-launch roller coaster. So take another look at the screen at how this engineering masterpiece has taken shape here on the 42-acre site through the seasons and in all weathers. Several weeks ago, commissioning commenced, and hundreds of hours of commissioning, testing, and staff training has taken place as the final elements from the station, the shop, the theming, the styling, and the special effects have all come together for today. But before we go out and experience Icon for ourselves, I have a number of spokespeople that I'd like to invite onto the stage, and we will be then taking some questions from the audience. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Amanda Thompson, OBE, Managing Director of Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Nick Thompson, Deputy Managing Director of Blackpool Pleasure Beach. We also have Michael Mack, CEO of Europa Park, Board of Director for Mack Rides, and Founder and Managing Director of Mack Media. Andreas Anderson is also with us, Chairman of the Board for IARPA, the International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions, and Jacob Vahl, the Vice President of IARPA Europe, Middle East and Africa. We're also joined by Torsten Kobele, Chief Officer for Sales and Marketing at Mack Rides. And here, Steve Hughes, Director of Engineering and Projects for Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Alex Payne, our Technical Director for Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I'd also really like to welcome Andy Hine, who is the Chairman of the Roller Coaster Club of Great Britain. Also Paul Burton, who is the Chairman of the European Coaster Club. And last but of course not least, Glenn Robertson, composer for what is the Icon soundtrack. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our spokespeople. So, thank you very much. So, we'd like to open it up to the audience, please, to see if we have our first question of the morning. We do have people positioned with microphones, so just raise your hand, and one of our team will come to you and pass you the microphone for the question. And perhaps if you could start by announcing who you are before your question, that will be very helpful. Thank you. Mr. Simon Calder, I can see your hand up there.
Good morning, and thank you very much indeed for this great opportunity Just one quick question. I'm not sure if one of your technical people could kindly answer it, but it says on the information that I've been reading very assiduously, the velocity of launch is twice that of the launch of a commercial airliner. Can you please explain? Thank you.
I'm looking at my technical team here to help me with that. So the velocity of launch is twice that of a commercial airliner. Alex Payne, our technical director, do you want to start with that one?
Thanks, Robert. That's the wording in the marketing brochure as opposed to the technical brochure. But I think what we're trying to say is if you've got a commercial airliner and that thing sets off down the runway, it's quite a push in the back. If that's all you've done, frankly, you ain't seen nothing yet. When you go on this ride, I've never felt acceleration like this. Unless you're a racing driver, I don't think anybody else would have done either.
So, yeah, Thorsten from Mack Rides.
Yeah, good morning everyone. So I can add something to Alex. So the launches itself, so we have a maximum power of 1.7 megawatts and each launch, and that's converted in 2,250 horsepower. That's the technical numbers behind it.
Thank you. Do we have another question from the audience?
I'm baffled by that. Well, whilst you're all preparing questions to ask, I would just like to say a huge thank you to all the team that have been involved with the preparation and creation of this ride. So everyone here at Pleasure Beach has worked extremely hard, and also everyone at Mack Rides has been exceptional. And I would like to say that every person sitting on this stage, even those people who are involved in roller coaster clubs, they've all helped to create the buzz for this ride. And when you invest over £16 million in a ride such as this, it really does need everybody to tweet, to use social media, to really, really get that across, because I want so many people to come to Blackpool, to visit us at Pleasure Beach, and to actually enjoy Icon, because